free sweat test. Which one of these two antiperspirants can stand up to the heat? Looks like ordinary antiperspirants can't take the heat. Ordinary antiperspirants can't fight sweat better than Secret Clinical. Try new Secret Clinical Strength Spray.
New Airhead Sour Bars. They start sour.
Hi, I'm Carol.
And they stay sour.
Hi, I'm Carol.
Airheads have more fun.
What's going on, everyone? All right. Shout out in the chat if you're in here. Say hello, come in. It's friendly over here. Hello, hello. Damn. All right, well, I guess until I get some people in here, I'll do some live crash reactions. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. If you got any trucking questions, feel free to ask. I got 9 years of experience. Actually, today marks 9 years of being a truck driver, so I am well equipped to answer your questions. In the meantime, I think we're going to go ahead and do a live crash reaction. Feel free to ask your questions in the comment section. I'm going to go back to one of the earlier videos that I've reacted to over here on this channel, and we'll take a look. Let me know what you think in the comments of what's going on in these videos. Let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, so this one doesn't have any audio. The issue with this one right here is rear end swing. So what happens on this is if the trailer tires are right here, anything past those trailer tires is going to swing in the opposite direction of what the truck swings. Okay, so we got a guy over here pulling out of the dock. Uh-oh. We're leaning. Uh-oh, right there. We are off of the fifth wheel pin. If you see the pin right there, that's supposed to be inside of the fifth wheel. That's called the kingpin. You need to get out and check and make sure that it's latching before you go ahead and take off with the trailer. Oh. All right, luckily it's still on the truck a little bit. What you could do here is jack up these landing gear. It's definitely going to be a pain in the butt to get those jacked up, especially if this truck is loaded. But at least it's still on the truck a little bit and hasn't fallen all the way off. Pretty views, beautiful views. Oh, went too fast around the corner. The back end slid out on it. Oh, and it's coming back the other way. Whoa, he almost didn't save that one. Close one, close one. All right, lights turning red. You already got somebody jumping out past that line there. Oh, and the truck continues to go still anyway. Oh, man, with a tanker too, that's rough. Close call. Yeah, as you can see, these guys are fixing to go out too. So they're fixing to carry on. Ask any questions that you guys have about trucking. I got 9 years of experience. Feel free to shout out in the comments. Let me know what you're having trouble with. If you have any questions about anything in the trucking industry, I'm happy to help. Okay, snowy conditions. That automatically means it's going to be slick. Wow. Gotta be careful on the snow. And if it's unsafe to drive, don't drive. It's simple. Tell your dispatch, hey, the weather's too bad. Let's go ahead and pull off for the night. Shut it down. Try again in the morning. What do you think about this one? Do you think this is bad enough that you would pull off for? Is this a bad enough snowy conditions to pull off the road, or do you think you'll carry on and jump on down the road? Let me know in the comments. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. All right, come on now. All right, so we're in a 2-lane road here. The only real issue that you need to worry about is if the cars are coming out this way. Oh, or, you know, not paying attention, going off the side of the road, playing with Sparky. Oh, man. And the truck with the dash cam, too, really needs to be careful because this could get bad if any of these lines snap or anything. That's live electricity. It would not be a good situation. Oh, of course, I didn't put on ad blocker. Anyway, so how you guys doing today? Is it a good Friday for you guys? You at work? You hanging out? Ask any trucking questions that you guys have in the comments down below, and I'll see if I can answer them. All right, so we got beautiful scenery over here. How's everybody doing today? Beautiful scenery. He's kind of weaving in and out of traffic there. I didn't really catch what was going on. Let's see if we could back this up a little bit. Oh, he ended up cutting this truck off. Yeah, you got to check your mirrors when you're merging over. That's on the truck driver's fault here. Okay, we seen the sign right there. Let's take it back just a half a second. Okay, we see right here we got an exit sign. Typically when we see that, it's going to be a pay your penalty for not paying attention. Somebody's going to cut in somewhere. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, they both were trying to get over at the same time. The box truck didn't use his turn signal ahead of time, though, it didn't look like. There it goes. Again, check your mirror. This car was right parallel with his driver's side mirror and driver's side window. He could have just looked down and seen that there was a car there. But again, he didn't want to take that exit, so he had to jump over quick. Okay, we got a big truck coming up here. Slow it down. He sees what's going on. He's trying to slow down. Oh, and he just can't do it. What's going on with these lights, though? Because I seen the stop sign there. Okay, so the lights aren't working. Automatically, if the lights aren't working, you need to assume that it's treated as a stop sign anyway, even if that stop sign wasn't there. Wow. Got clobbered from the back. 80,000 pound suppository. Woo! Oh, you got people working on the poles there, too. Okay, we got another exit situation here. I can't tell what's going on up front. Okay, yeah. You got to pay your penalty. Then again, it looked like he was turning on from the other road. So maybe he wasn't. Let's see. No, he was going straight. There's really not that much room there to get over. But You got to pay your penalty for not paying attention. Check your mirrors, make sure that you're clear. Oh my gosh, there's no way I'm driving in this. Absolutely no way. This is far too rough. Oh, and you got a plow truck over here that was trying to clear it up. He can't even get up the hill. Brake check, brake check. There's nothing you can do when the snow is that rough. It's impossible. Okay, so we're in a downtown area, it looks like. You got businesses all over the place. The thing you need to be watching out for here is if cars are jumping out of nowhere. Oh, there we go. Got another one on this side. Yeah. He was trying to go for more than enough lanes. Then again, he might have needed to turn a little wider to get out of that parking spot. Beautiful scenery. Oh man, his tarp broke free. And then stuff comes crashing out of the truck too, it looked like. Yeah, a bunch of little particles and stuff are flying out of that truck. Yeah, the tarps have got to be strapped down better. Simple as that. All right, so we got some slick roads and a jackknife too. You can see in the mirror he had a trailer on him. That's rough. And a lot of times too, what'll happen if you jackknife, from personal experience actually, I had a similar situation happen up in Indiana when I was driving dump trailers basically, or walking floor trailers. They would be loaded with a bunch of trash. They would be way overweight, and we were just running them from a transfer station to a landfill. Well, winter came along. The first path down the road was fine, but that snow had got cramped down, and it ends up being straight ice. So what happened, I was trying to come to a stop. I couldn't stop. I was turning, and what happens is the front door will get, the frame of the door will smash, and you won't be able to open that driver's side door, so you'll have to go out the passenger side. Gotta be careful with that. Again, another snowy conditions here. Snowy, snowy. Slow it down. And look here, you can't even see the lights on the back of this trailer because so much snow has built up. So even if this guy had his four-ways on, you can't see it. It's so clogged up with snow. Yeah, right there in that spot, that's normally where the lights are at on these flatbeds. And you can't see nothing. All right, a night drive, a little bit more dangerous. You'll be fine. Just make sure you get enough sleep, of which this guy doesn't look like he did because he's zooming in and out of the lanes. Sleeping, sleeping. Tries to blind him with the lights. Is he going to just pull off on the side of the road? That would be the most ideal thing. If you're that tired that you can't even make it down the road, pull off on the shoulder. It's the least safest place to be is on the shoulder. However, if you're tired, it's going to be a lot more issue if you're driving down the road tired. So pull off on the side of the road, get some sleep. And, yeah, if you are in that situation, it's definitely best to get some sleep. And don't let your dispatchers bully you either. If you're tired, pull off and go to sleep. They can't say anything about that. Look, I'm tired. I can't keep my eyes open to drive down the road. It's unsafe for me to drive. If you're going to make me drive, then make a note of this, that this is a safety violation. I don't want to drive because it's not safe to. I need to get some sleep. So realistically, they can't say anything, and if they do, you need to report them to the appropriate agencies. Hey, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer it. Anything to do with trucking, I've been a trucker for 9 years officially today. So I know my way around the industry, and I could help you out if you need. Also, if you are interested in more questions outside of this live stream, feel free to join us on Discord. I leave the Discord in all the descriptions of my videos, so go ahead and click on that. Come talk to us in Discord. I'm in there quite a bit, and there's a bunch of other drivers in there that are willing to help out as well. Yeah, he's just out of it. Great spot to spot. I would pull up a little bit further, okay? Because if people are coming off of this exit ramp or fixing to take this exit, it's just not a safe spot to be. They could do exactly what this guy did and start to take the exit and then jump right back on, and boom, this truck's getting hit and he's getting in trouble because you're really not supposed to be parked on the shoulder. Realistically, in this situation, what I would do is I would take this exit, especially if it's a straight through situation, take this exit, and then I would go up to the on-ramp, pull off on the shoulder of the on-ramp, and catch you a little nap there. It's the safest spot to be if you have to be on the side of the road somewhere. And now he's just going to take off. What is this guy doing? Okay, so it almost looks like that's a... No, that's not a Love's, but there's like a Chevron or something like that on these signs. Maybe he wanted to take the exit. There's definitely a Pilot there. Did you catch that? Right. Wait. Pause. Right there. That bottom one is a Pilot. What's going on, everyone? Hey, if you have any questions concerning trucking, I've been a trucker for 9 years. Leave a comment, and I will be happy to answer it. All right, so we're taking a turn. Anytime you're in a semi-truck or a straight truck, you need to be in the widest turn lane. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like there's a straight lane in the middle, a left, and then a right on this side. So this one's just a pay your penalty for not paying attention. If you don't know, if you've never seen any of my videos before, a pay your penalty for not paying attention is you need to go up to the next exit, turn around, and pay your penalty. Otherwise, you're going to get into an accident and pay a penalty anyway. So take that extra 5 minutes to go up to the next exit, turn around. This way you're not getting into an issue. And realistically, your day isn't more important than anybody else's, so yeah, you should probably just do that anyway. I don't have ad blocker on these, so I'm getting the ads. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. I'd definitely be happy to help you guys with any of your trucking questions. I've been a truck driver for 9 years officially today, so I know my way around the industry and I could help you out. All right. Go ahead and get back to this crash reaction. Live crash reactions. Okay, so this truck right here, it looks like, and his turn signal comes on now. He started hitting the brakes. So he was trying to get over and just, he couldn't see in the mirrors that there was somebody here. Looked like he had an emergency where he needs to pull off to the side of the road anyway. But you got to be really careful when doing that. I understand you got to stop and get over, especially with these construction cones here. You got to get over quickly, but don't jeopardize safety for that. What is going on here? Okay, so he was just trying to turn left, and if there wasn't this overpass here, I actually do recommend people jump out in the middle. Up out in the middle aisle here, or middle lane, and then get up to speed and then merge over, especially semi-trucks, because it does take us forever to get up to speed. So he was trying to make a left-hand turn, rainy conditions on top of it. Probably not the best choice of that trucker, but at least he didn't completely jump out into the lane of travel. He was really close, though. All right. Hey, if you have any questions about trucking stuff, I got 9 years experience. Shoot me a message or put it in the chat and I'll see if I can answer it for you. All right, we got a turn signal. But this guy's got hood mirrors. He's got this mirror. Literally, if he looks down, he could see that this car is here. And on a driver's side, there's no excuse for it. Check your mirrors before you merge over. That one's on the trucker. Okay, so we got clearly a semi-truck coming on the highway. And please, cars, I know us big trucks are a pain in the butt to get around on the highway. But if you see a guy coming onto the interstate, we're big. It takes us forever to get up to speed and slow down. If you would be so kind as to scooch over one lane, it would be appreciated. And lastly, you're a turd bucket trucker that wants to cut off all these cars. Bad trucker, bad trucker. Okay. So the issue on semi trucks is we don't have the white reverse light on the trailers. So it's hard to tell whether they're backing up or just rolling. If it's a manual transmission and you're in neutral and you let off the brakes, sometimes you do roll backwards a little bit. Yeah, just a little kiss. Mwah. Whoa. Forced his way over and then just to come back on. There is a chance that this truck was forcing his way over onto him. Because I don't see that truck right now. He's got its turn signals on. It was a close one. It's hard to tell from the perspective of this video whether or not this one was on the semi-truck or not. And then there's also something in front there. Sometimes you just got to find the out. If you piss somebody off because you get in front of them really quick, then there's nothing you could do about it. I'd rather see somebody upset than somebody hurt. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, this looks like maybe, yeah, 100% a pay or penalty for not paying attention. He should have gone up here. It's not right to inconvenience everybody behind you just because you weren't paying attention. Pay or penalty for not paying attention. Go up to the next exit, turn around, come back. Snowy conditions here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Hey, if you have any trucking questions, I've been a truck driver for 9 years. I could help you out with anything you're curious about in the trucking industry. Yeah, just let me know. Shoot a comment and we'll talk. Snowy conditions are always a rough situation. Always need to be going slower. Yeah, it's just a rough day. All right. Sorry, I don't have ad blocker on, so we're going with this without an ad blocker. How's everybody doing today? It's a good Friday. It's raining down here in Tennessee where I'm at. How's the weather where you are? All right, let's get back to this. Don't be shy. Leave a comment. I'll talk to you. I'll be happy to talk to you guys. We're just kind of hanging out, checking out some of these crashes just to make sure that maybe we can learn something from other people's mistakes and see how to do things better. Oh, all right. So the question on this one becomes, did that car creep up beside him? And it looked like it did. You see the tires right there? Car creeped up beside him. And then when he turned, he was trying to leave enough room. I'm putting this one on the car. Just give trucker some space, would you? He was kind of already there though too. I would think coming out of a gas station here that you should only have one exit lane, not two. Especially because if you look over here on this side, there's a median on this side, meaning you're not going to be able to turn left anyway. Everybody freaking out, running to make sure everybody's all right. Yeah, there's one arrow in, one arrow out. You shouldn't be creeping up beside somebody like that. That one's on the car. Let me take a drink here. How's everybody doing today? All right, let's get back to it. Okay, so this one's kind of a reverse pay or penalty for not paying attention. That truck right there should have gone up and turned around. And then again, he just kind of cut him off. That's okay. Looks like nobody got hurt in that one, so that's really all you can care about. What are you doing, JB Hunt? I don't know what he was doing because he's slowing down. My guess is, okay, so here we go. He's probably trying to get all the way over here. Pay your penalty for not paying attention. Go up to the next one, turn around. But if you're trying to get over there, you got plenty of time to do it. Get on the gas and start merging lanes as quickly as you can, safely. Craziness. Oh, tire blew out. Wop, 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 wop. Oh, no, the shrapnel's coming off. That stuff is extraordinarily dangerous. I've heard stories of truck drivers losing a tire in front of another truck driver, and you know how big the semi-truck mirrors are. It's completely ripped those right off. No problem at all. Those rubbers flying around everywhere, those are extremely dangerous. I've heard stories as well of the drive tires, which are the tires in the back of the truck. When those pop, sometimes they will tear a hole right through the back of the sleeper berth. Those things are not to be played around with. And that's another reason why, not necessarily the case on this one, but recap tires are so dangerous because it's just a strip of extra tread that's glued down to it. As soon as that tears off, it goes flying down the road. Yeah, you could see in the video there that it looks like his whole wheel well there is all tore up too now. Let's see if we can get a good pot. Yeah, that bracket right there is broken off. It's bent up. Dangerous stuff. How's it going, everybody? If you're in the chat, send a chat through, and we'll talk a little bit in the comment section there. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Happy Friday. Oh, he forgot to set his brakes. Rookie mistake. All this equipment in the back is going forward too. Luckily he saved it just in time. So on a truck, I wonder if I can, hang on, let me see if I can find an image for you guys here of what we are looking for on that. Yeah, here we go. This will work. Randy's Truck Supply here has a couple of them. Here we go. Let's see. Reaction. Yeah, so these knobs right here, this is what you got to look for in a semi-truck. If you are starting to roll or anything, anytime you come to a stop, you need to pull one or the other, depending on if you have a trailer or not. A straight truck, like we just seen in that video, does not have a trailer supply. So all they need to worry about is the yellow. Pulling it out sets it, and it makes a loud hiss noise when you set it, and it's a beautiful sound after a long day. And it's just great. But nevertheless, make sure you set your brakes before you hop out of the truck. A lot of these newer trucks too will have alarms and stuff that go off if they are not if they're not set. So make sure you're doing that. All right, what we got going on here? Okay, it looks like, oh, what happened there? It looks like his brakes locked up. I don't think that had anything to do with the drive other than hitting your brakes immediately. The light is turning red, so he needs to slow down. But those locked up. That's got to be a mechanical issue. That's not something that you're pressing that hard on your brakes that one side is going to lock up like that. He's got a mechanical issue, needs to pull off, get it fixed, which is what he was doing. Good job. Okay, big truck merging over. There is no excuse for this on a driver's side. Semi-truck drivers, you have to watch your mirrors. Check your mirrors, pay attention, see what's going on before you merge over. Okay, so there might be a little bit of an excuse for him trying to find an out here. I wasn't looking that far ahead. We had this car on the way. Yeah, this truck right here is going really slow. So he's trying to slow down as well as find an out to where he doesn't get into the back of this truck. Not really an excuse to run anybody off the road, but he was able to come to a stop and slow it down before he got into the back of that truck. So good job on that truck driver. Unfortunately, an inconvenience that other person's day, which is no fun, but what are you going to do about it? Whoa! What was that? Looked like a piece of wood or something, or a folding table. That was crazy. Okay. Yeah, something on top of this trash truck here. A roll-off truck. Nope, it's a trash truck. So whatever's going on, there's something loose there. Normally on these types of trucks, there isn't an opening at the top. I guess some of the older ones. This does look like a video from a little bit older. Nevertheless, make sure it's tarped. Make sure it's compressed before you go traveling down the road. Otherwise, a sheet of plywood might come flying out the window or out the back of the truck. Oh, more and more. Okay, so this is cardboard. This is cardboard coming out. And unless there's something covering it, that's unavoidable. Okay, we're slowing down. This truck is clearly slowing down. Doesn't have any turn signal on, signaling his intentions. He started to come over into that lane. This trucker right here on this side flashed his bright lights. He's slowing down clearly. You got to use your turn signals and stuff. He barely came over the line though. Good job on this dash cam trucker for paying attention and giving a signal. I'm not quite sure if he honked or anything, but let him know that, hey, you're drifting over into my lane a little bit. You can carry on down the road, no big deal. Okay, so this guy's just clearly in a hurry and cutting off this other semi-truck just to not have to slow down for this truck right here. It's unfortunate, and forcing that guy over into the other lane as well. Not a good thing. So here's a situation with getting backed up into traffic. You got a full day of driving ahead of you no matter what you do. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get down the road. Don't put yourself at risk of an accident. It's not worth it. The load's not worth it. Your life's not worth it. Other people's lives aren't worth it. You got to just chill out. It's all good. All right, what's going on, everybody? You guys doing good today? Happy Friday. Okay, so we got people in a rush here. If you're going slower than what the speed limit is, do everybody a solid and just move to the right. This U-Haul truck is hogging up the left lane. Clearly, everybody else is in a hurry. I can't tell if he's speeding or not. I don't have a radar or anything. Seriously, trucker. This is crazy. I get it. This U-Haul is 100% in the wrong. They need to be in the right lane if they're going that slow, unless they got like a turn coming up ahead. Oh, it says he's about to teach the U-Haul a lesson. Yeah, I mean, there's truckers out there that do that think that they're the kings of the roads and nothing they do is wrong and everything everybody else does is wrong. Everybody's correct in their own story, you know? Okay, merging over. Again, we're on driver's side here. There's no reason that he can't see that. Check your mirrors, drivers. And I don't see, there's obviously no traffic ahead and in front of him. No reason for that. Here's another situation of somebody just being impatient, forcing their way in. I can't tell if there was contact made there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, truckers should not be in this far left lane on a 3-lane highway. As far as I know, every state that has these 3 lanes, truckers are not supposed to be over here. There's restrictions, especially close to where I live in Georgia. They will catch you, and you're going to get a pretty hefty fine. I think it's like $250 or something like that for a fine for being in the left lane. Okay, we got Western Express coming up here on this side. Looks like wait stations ahead. You see this flashing lights right here? Wait stations ahead. So he's trying to come over. Look, it's not that important if you cannot get over. If you can, absolutely get over and go into the wait station and let them do what they got to do in there. And yeah, you can't create an accident just to get to this wait station. And if an officer up here stops you, I mean, it's best just to have a dash cam to prove that, hey, I could not get over. But you don't have a dash cam all the way in the back of the truck either, so I don't know how you're going to do that. I've never had that situation where they've come after me, but I tend to ride the right lane anyway, so. All right, let's take a break from this and see what's going on. Anybody in this chat over here? Say hello. Reach out. I'm going to take a drink real quick. Everybody doing all right? Look, I've been a truck driver for 9 years. If you have any questions at all as it pertains to a truck driver, let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. We're doing live crash reactions right now, looking at other people's mistakes so we don't make them ourselves. But if you guys got any questions, I'd be happy to help. Taking a little bit of a breath here. We've been live streaming now for 48 minutes. My voice is getting a little crackly. Everybody doing all right? Shoot, leave a chat. Say hello if you're in here. Boom. Oh, sorry. I don't have the reaction on. There we go. Yeah, the tire blew out on the side here. Luckily on trailers and stuff, you got plenty. Got plenty of other tires. If one blows out, as long as it's not kicking shrapnel or anything, go slow, pull to the side. Get that taken care of as quickly as you can. Sometimes you can even lip it to the next truck stop to get it fixed. Okay, everybody's trying to get over. So a good rule of thumb on this, if there's an open spot, you need to anticipate that people are going to jump out into it. All right, so we're coming into a roundabout. Looks like we're in a semi-truck or a big pickup truck. Big semi-trucks need to go all the way out here, hug this line, and then cut all the way back here to this line, and then just keep it following around. These roundabouts are not super truck friendly, but if you have to go over the center portion here with your trailer tires, it's not a big deal. This guy clearly cut him off. Walmart's normally they really do have great drivers as a general rule. I haven't had any issues out of any of them on the road. And I think that has a lot to do, honestly, with the fact that they pay their drivers well. They're pretty well known as one of the best paying over-the-road jobs in the industry. So Walmart's a good place to go. I'll have to call them at some point and do a deep dive on Walmart as it pertains to over-the-road drivers. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Okay, traffic situation. There's no reason this truck is merging over into that lane. There's a dog. Oh, sorry. I don't have the right screen up here. I don't know if I did for this one either. All right, let's take this one back here. All right, we're going to go ahead and play there. There we go. Now I can back it up. Yeah, like I was saying on this one, I don't think I had it showing in the right spot. Yeah, roundabouts, truckers need to stay wide. If your trailer tires go over this center portion, it's really not a big deal. But you got Walmart here. There's yield signs on all of these. He's jumping out. Like I was saying, Walmart drivers are typically really good drivers. I've never had any issues with them out on the road. Okay, so we got a box truck here merging over, clearly taking up 2 lanes, trying to force his way into traffic here. Turn signal is on, though, so I understand the frustration. You got a dog going crazy in the cab here. Oh, the lane's ending. That's a different story if you're forcing your way all the way up to the front. Try to get in as quickly as you can on these. Wow. Crazy, crazy. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome. I've been a truck driver for 9 years, so if you have any questions, please leave them in the chat, and I will respond to them as they come in. Whoa. Merging out with not enough room to do it. Wow. Got a red light here. This guy's got a green light. Okay, so he's turning, and these white lines are on both sides, and that's why you need to stay behind them. But if a trucker's coming, they need to be watching their mirrors too so they don't end up messing anything up. It did look like this truck was behind that line. So let's see if the truck driver had any extra room to turn there. All right, so he's coming out here. He had a little bit of room. He could have swung out towards this truck right here and then cut back sharp, or even come up all the way into here and then cut it back. Done a little button hook here. It would have worked out a little bit better. What's going on, everyone? Hey, I've been a truck driver for 9 years. Welcome in. If you have any questions about trucking, anything that goes on in the industry, let me know. Shoot me a chat, and I will answer it. Yeah, he could have done a little bit better. Luckily, he was paying attention to his mirrors, and he could slow down in enough time. But the truck that has the dash cam as well was fine right where he was at. He was behind that white line, and that's what you really need to look for. The manufacturers of the road could have actually done a better job and put the line further back, knowing that semi-trucks come through this way. And this is clearly an interstate exit as well. If you look here, you got I-40 East is turning this way. So these guys are coming off of the interstate. So realistically, I mean, it's highly expected that trucks are going to be coming through there. Similar situation here. It looks like this truck cut it as wide as he could. Very clearly behind the line. I know you guys can't see it in the video the way I have this set up, but he was behind the line. I appreciate anybody that takes the time to back up for me if I am making a turn. I'll go nice and slow. If they back up, oh my gosh, chef's kiss. It's the best thing ever. Makes my day. Absolutely makes my day when people are courteous. Okay, so we got a semi-truck here. Nope, UPS, just kidding. Oh, we had a little bit of a rear end swing situation going on. So even UPS trucks have what's called rear end swing. So anything past this rear axle towards the back is going to actually swing in the opposite direction of which way the truck is turning. So the truck is clearly turning right here. This rear end is going to come out further this way. That's what's known as rear end swing. Looks like it was a near miss. All is well, all is well. Everybody doing all right today? Happy Friday. Let's see here. What's going on, everyone? Welcome in, welcome in. Leave me a chat. I want to say hey to you guys. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my little live stream here. This is the first time I've done a live stream, so it's pretty cool to try to chat with you guys. Okay, let's see. Everybody doing all right today? Welcome in. I should put up like a poster or something that says my information. How's everybody doing today? Welcome in. Scrolling through, see if I can find some of the older crash reactions that I've done when I was just getting started doing these. How's everybody doing today? What's going on, everyone? Leave me a chat in the chat box there, and I'll answer it. I've been a truck driver for 9 years, so I'd be happy to answer any of your questions about the trucking industry. Whoa. I do a lot of these crash reactions that are not live. So if you enjoy that type of content, feel free to check out my channel. And I think I got 42 crash reactions on my channel. And if you're looking to be a truck driver yourself, I do a lot of deep dives into different trucking companies. And I take a look and see what they are all about and see if it's worth going to work for them or not. So if you like that kind of stuff, feel free to check that out on my channel as well. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Happy Friday. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section, in the live chat there. I'd be happy to answer them. What's going on, everyone? Welcome in. I've been a truck driver for over 9 years, so if you have any questions at all about the trucking industry, I'd be happy to answer those. Leave them down in the comments below or leave them in the chat, and I will happily answer them for you. So I think what I want to do now is I'm going to take a look at one of the very first videos that I've done on YouTube way back almost 8 years ago. Today actually marks the 9-year mark of me being a truck driver. I started a CDL school about 9 years ago today and got started in the trucking industry and haven't done anything much other than that since then. So I'm here to help share some of my knowledge about the trucking industry and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of my earlier videos that I've done as a novice YouTuber. It was more so a hobby for me at that point, but we're still going to go ahead and take a look at those now.
That have been helpful to me and could potentially be helpful to you as well, that you may want to purchase or acquire yourself.
Oh, these videos were so bad. I was operating literally off his cell phone inside of the truck.
I carry 3 cards with me. The first one is the TA and Petro card.
Okay, so I'm handing out helpful tools for truck drivers in this video.
These cards are used when you are fueling to obtain points.
Back when I still had some hair.
Credit and also shower credits.
It's crazy how much time changes who you are and what you look like.
Also like to give you
my weak beard then has got a lot bigger now.
That have been very helpful to me, and I use them almost daily. In accompaniment with the rewards cards, they also have the Truck Stop apps. If you download
I would definitely recommend still getting those Truck Stop apps and stuff. If you're just joining, we are taking a look at one of my older videos as a YouTuber over 8 years ago at this point. I have 9 years as a truck driver, 9 years of experience, and I'd be happy to answer any chat questions that you have about the industry. But it's funny how much time changes, what you look like. Back when I had some hair, I shaved my head now. Okay, so I'm talking about some apps that I enjoyed using. Trucker Slide Calc, unfortunately, I've actually tested it out more so since then, and it's not always 100% accurate as it pertains to sliding your tandems and stuff. It'll get you close, but Unfortunately, my opinion on this has changed. I wouldn't recommend that app anymore.
Yeah,
Just go back over the scales.
This app is used to help you determine where to put your tandem tires. After going through a scale, you'll receive a ticket, and the weight on each tire, you enter that in on the app. It'll give you your total, your grand total.
Yeah,
weight,
except for it
also
doesn't
known as
always work.
gross weight, and you put in where your tandems are placed, weight on your truck. Very helpful to me recently. I used to just kind of guess and go over the scale multiple times to be able to pass the weight stations out on the road. The second app that I use is called TransFlow Mobile, and most of you guys already know about the TransFlow.
So I don't know. I've actually not used TransFlow in years. Is it still quite relevant to use the TransFlow apps? I know a lot of the major carriers prefer to use that, but a lot of times they just want you to send in the paperwork via a PDF file, not necessarily through TransFlow because TransFlow costs money and whatnot. But other than that, hey, welcome in, guys. I have been a truck driver for right at 9 years today. It's my 9-year anniversary being a truck driver. So I'm in here answering questions for people that have any questions about the trucking industry. So drop it in the chat. Right now, we are looking at one of my older videos and the advice that I gave back then to see if it's still the same as what it would be today.
They're in most of the major truck stops, if not all.
So here I'm talking about TransFlow. It's a document sending app.
Sure, and send it in on your phone. You'll get a confirmation number just like you would and send it in.
So my assumption back then was everybody knew what trucking was, and it was only truck drivers watching my videos.
Every day, multiple times a day. It is called Trucker Path.
Trucker Path is still an amazing app. I love it. It's fantastic for over the road. I recommend it to everybody that I talk to. Definitely go in and download that app. It'll show you the truck stop, show you all the different amenities they have, the different restaurants at that location, whether they have RV dump, how many parking spots they got, how full the parking lot is at whatever given time, nearby things as well to check out. So that Trucker Path is a fantastic app. Do not pay for the paid version. It's just not worth it. All that does is give you access to truck routing and stuff like that, and it's terrible. It's terrible truck routing. Do not pay for the paid version, but definitely get the app and check that out. It's definitely helpful.
A app to show you all the different truck parking areas that are out here, whether the lot is full, whether and see if there's available parking. It also gives you information options on there of parking areas, and this is helpful. I'm not sponsored or paid by any of these applications.
Yeah, we know you're not sponsored, dude.
So the last thing I'd like to talk about is a couple different products that you want to have out here on the road.
Okay, so we're looking at products. I hardly remember making this video, to be honest. It's been so long.
And almost a necessity to have. Some sort of hands-free device.
Definitely a hands-free device, especially nowadays. I 100% agree with 8 years ago me. Definitely get you a hands-free device. Blue Parrot, Blue Tiger, AirPods, something to where you're not having to hold the phone up to your ear and be a distracted driver. In addition to this, now I would recommend having a dash mount. Something that'll hold your phone up in the windshield so that if you do happen to look it down and see who's calling you, you can actually see the rest of the road with it.
A pair of headphones, whether it be a Bluetooth headset. If you're going to drive a commercial vehicle, you are required to be hands-free if you are using.
Yeah, they've actually updated a lot of the laws in different areas, especially here in Tennessee as well. Everybody has to be hands-free. You're not supposed to be holding your phone in your hand at all. So this is actually helpful for everybody, not just truck drivers.
With DOT or police officers for not have a trucker GPS.
Trucker GPS, 100% recommend that as well. Hey, welcome in, everybody. I have been a truck driver for over 9 years. Actually, sorry, officially 9 years today. And I am handing out some advice to truck drivers or cars. Anybody that has any questions about the trucking industry, I'd be happy to answer those. Leave them in the chat, and I will answer them as they come in. I am looking at one of my older videos right now of advice that I was giving out 8 years ago when I started this channel as just a hobby, and seeing if I still match up with those today.
There's a lot of truckers out there that will say follow the Truckers Atlas, and they're
Yeah, I mean, a Trucker's Atlas is great, and if you know how to use it, realistically, they should be teaching those still in the school. But we got to stay up with the times. Get a trucker's GPS. Make sure you're inputting the correct information, your height, your width, your length, your weight as well. So this way, it's going to keep you routed on the right roads and not ship you off onto some dirt road that you're not supposed to be on. They are not always 100% accurate, so you need to make sure you're doing your research before you go. Look on Google Maps, zoom in. Excuse me. Zoom in to see other, avenues and things like that, to see if there's any low bridges, railroad tracks, things like that. A lot of that stuff you can look at on the Google Maps and the terrain feature on there.
really strict on that, and they like doing it that way. I personally prefer the
Let's go ahead and
easier
speed
method of
this guy
following
up here.
I do
Old me
plan
is
my
not
routes
as
ahead of
fun to
time,
listen to.
but it makes it a lot easier to have a GPS to help navigate you without having to pull off constantly and check a map. You do want to get a trucker GPS, one that you can enter your height, width, weight, and length in order. Nuvi. I do think this one has been discontinued. I found mine on eBay for.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I still have the
They are
Garmin
really
Nuvi.
expensive, anywhere from $100 to $400 for a trucker GPS. But these are very helpful and useful dispatch to driver communication that has a trucker GPS built into it, and those are useful as well, so you don't have to go out and purchase. So that's all for this video.
All right, cool. Yeah, a lot of the same advice I would keep from way back then. I can't believe the Garmin Nuvi. I actually did a video showing the old one. I think it was called 5 trucker products or 5 expensive trucker products or something like that. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. But yeah, a lot of the advice that I gave back then is still the same stuff that I would do, minus that trucker slide calc. I do not recommend that app anymore. I've tested it out a little bit more thoroughly, and I would not recommend using that app anymore. So I don't know if anybody's created a better app for it. And realistically, it's hard to tell because some of the loads will be in a different spot within the trailer. So one slide in one direction isn't going to automatically be the same every load. Each pin will adjust about, I think it's like 300 pounds, either forward or back, depending on how you slide it. So keep that in mind. And actually, let me see if I can pull up here a picture showing you guys that little thing there. Trailer, tire, slide. Weight. There's a picture that does, here we go, perfect. There we go. Okay, so it's not great. Let's take a look here in the reaction section. We're looking here. Okay, so the weight that you're allowed to have on a steer tire is 12,000 pounds. The weight on the drive axles is 34, as well as the trailer is 34, with a gross vehicle weight of 80,000 pounds. So if you are sliding the fifth wheel, that's not your tires back here, that's your fifth wheel. If you slide it forward, it's going to make your drive tires lighter, your steer tires heavier, and no change to the tandems. And it moves approximately 500 pounds. Now, if you're sliding, same thing, opposite with the fifth wheel coming this way. If you're sliding the tandems forward, it's going to make the back heavier and the front lighter. And if you're sliding them backwards, it's going to make the back lighter and the front heavier. And that moves about 250 to 350 pounds. This is a great resource. Yeah, just look up this picture online. It's pretty easy to see, but it's a fantastic guide for everybody to have, especially if you are just getting into trucking to keep with you. Screenshot a picture of that, and you should be good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Leave a comment or a chat, and I will happily talk with you guys. It's kind of why I'm doing this live stream, is for you guys to help you guys out. And if you're curious about other questions and you're catching this live stream later, check out our Discord. We got a bunch of people in there trying to help each other out. Some newer drivers just getting started. I know one is fixing to graduate CDL school today, so it's quite exciting. We're all in there helping each other out. I'm in there quite a bit, answering any questions that you guys have. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch my live stream here today. It has been pretty cool. I've never done a live stream before. This is my first one, so it's definitely interesting. Leave a chat and talk with me, though. That'd be great. Oh, shoot. I forgot to turn that off. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. So we've been live now for about an hour and 14 minutes. Amanda Jackson asks, what is the furthest, longest you have driven in one sitting? Okay, great question. So one of the longest ones that I had done in one setting that was recorded, I was working with a company that we kind of ran illegal, and we did different stuff during COVID as well, that we weren't restricted in logs, so I wasn't logging at all during that time. But the longest trip that I have recorded, I think it was 763 miles. But the longest day that I did, and it was during that COVID stuff where everybody was needing everything. Truck drivers were appreciated all over the place. I think I did 22 hours almost straight. I took an hour nap in the middle of it. But I did 22 hours. We were running stuff from Nashville all the way down to Florida. It was cleaning supplies. We had got the contract at the perfect timing for cleaning supplies. We were going from Nashville to CVS down in Florida, and I was making one turn down and back every day. So as much as I could stay awake for. So I appreciate that comment. Thank you. All right, so I got another video pulled up here for a crash reaction here. This is one of the ones that I have already done, I believe, but we're going to take a look at it anyway so you guys can see stuff happening live. We got a green light here, red light here. That means these guys are red. Oh, man. I can't really tell what happened in it, but I'm guessing a car came from the driver's side on this side and ran into the side of the truck. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. He got pinned underneath of it. Ooh, buddy. Did he survive? Did he survive? Guy walked away from the crash with minor injuries. Oh, my goodness. That is a very lucky, lucky day. Wow. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Oop. Go back in it. All right. Okay, car merging over, not enough room too. Even if you're in a car, you got to check your blind spots and stuff. This way you can avoid getting into this situation. Oh, okay. So this guy was fixing a turn here. Unfortunately, through this truck, you can't really see. Let's take this one back here. Yeah, so from the perspective of that pickup truck, this truck is blocking the view of this. But anytime you're coming up into an intersection, especially truck drivers, you got to slow down and just pay attention. Man, that's a rough one. It's unfortunate too because I don't think that the pickup truck driver could see that truck either. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh man. So this car must have been in between there, and the truck driver did not use his mirrors. If you are a truck driver, use your mirrors. You got a hood mirror here. There's two West Coast mirrors over here in convex on the other side as well. Use those mirrors before you merge over. And I don't give any credit for blind spot, especially with these hood mirrors. You should be able to see that. Wow. Craziness, craziness. Please be careful out there, truck drivers. And the unfortunate thing with being a truck driver, too, is the fact that we're considered professional truck drivers. So if a doctor and you go in to see a surgeon and they're scheduled to amputate your left hand and they accidentally amputate your right hand, you're going to file malpractice lawsuits because they are the professionals. They're supposed to know what they're doing. Same thing with truckers. So law and lawsuits and things like that come down way heavier on truck drivers because we are supposed to be well trained and know what we're doing. Welcome in. Hey, I have been a truck driver for over 9 years. I'm answering any questions you guys have about the trucking industry, anything you're curious about. Let me know. Send a chat, and I will happily answer that. We're watching some crashes and breaking those down. This truck driver merged over with not enough room, too. Again, you got to check your mirrors. It's just simple as that. I understand it's dark, but leave yourself enough room and leave extra room. There's no harm in having extra room. Yeah, so just be careful out there. Oh, falling asleep or something, medical condition. I'm not sure what's going on there, but that pickup truck there rolled over this line and, oh, man, right into the guardrail. On the driver's side, and what a gnarly flip, too. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, some super snowy conditions here. You can see all the buildup on this truck. That's from splash coming up off the road and freezing immediately onto the side of the truck. Sometimes like this, it's best just to pull off and call it a day. If it's unsafe to drive, call your dispatch, tell them, hey, the load's going to be late. I can't make it there. It's unsafe for me to drive. And especially in doubles and triples, too. You got a lot more weight on you. So that was like a jackknife of the double and triple trailer there. Because as you can see, you got two trailers. In between these two trailers is what's known as a dolly. One side hooks to a spindle hook on this trailer, and the other side is just a fifth wheel, basically, with an axle underneath of it. And that hooks to the bottom of that trailer. And that's exactly what happened on this one. The truck slid out in the front, and then it jackknifed basically the other trailer instead of the truck. An odd situation that I'm not sure happens as often as you might think, but here we are. Slow down in the snow and stuff, and make sure that you are being careful. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. I hope that you guys are having a great Friday. I have been a truck driver for 9 years, so Ask any questions that you might have about the trucking industry. If you're looking to be a truck driver yourself, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Whoa. Oh, sorry. I got to flip over here to the reaction side. Apologize for that. Let's backtrack that one just a little bit if we can. So this one was an interesting one. Looks like the driver of this minivan here had his phone in his hand. Distracted driving is one of the leading causes of accidents. But this truck has so many different angles on it. It's absolutely crazy. But it is good to see, though. However, even though this thing has a ton of different angles, I don't see one on the driver. And that's fantastic. Could you imagine sitting at your desk at work and having a camera right over you, checking in on you anytime you're doing something? If you want to take a vape or something like I'm about to do, they're going to call you out on it. It's absolutely crazy that drivers have to be under that type of pressure, on top of the fact that you got all the stuff happening around you. You have to think about everybody that's driving around you, as well as what are the office people staring in on you at. It's absolutely crazy to have those. I personally vow to not work at a company that has those interior cameras, mainly because they're not used for the safety of the driver. They're used to punish the driver or check in on the driver. Hire good people. Just hire good drivers and you won't have that issue. But nevertheless, we're looking here at this angle. The minivan here was not paying attention and didn't pay his penalty for not paying attention, and boom. He's got a nice big fat insurance claim. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as what it could have been, and he didn't lose his life or something. Goodness gracious. You got to pay your penalty for not paying attention. Go up to the next exit and turn around. All right, so we've already seen this one. Let's go ahead and... Just kidding. We got an ad. Golly, I hate those ads. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great Friday. All right, so we are merging onto an interstate here. Okay, so it says that the Amazon driver was confused about the temporary lines here, which I will agree that they can be very confusing, especially when there's 5 lines going in 5 different directions. See, okay, so we got the temporary one here and then the more permanent one here. I would automatically think we're right. Well, I mean, he's crossing over it, but I would say stay in between the 2 temporary ones. But he ended up getting into these barrels here. And if you didn't know, you could find out obviously clearly here. These are either filled with water or sand. And the goal for that is to help slow down any sort of impact. Goodness gracious. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. We are doing some live crash reactions. I've been a truck driver for 9 years, so ask any questions in the chat, and I will happily answer them. Goodness gracious. I hope that driver's all right. Slamming into those are a crazy situation, and it can do some serious damage. Crazy, crazy. Oh, goodness gracious. Hang on. Let me back it up just a hair. I was trying to rush it a little bit. Snowy conditions are, I mean, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Gorgeous views. But on the roads, it's extremely dangerous. And this guy hit his brakes. And as soon as he hit his brakes, that front end slid out. Tipping over. Oh, my gosh. And that's going to back everything up for a very long time. Luckily, it says the driver walked away unhurt, But as you could tell, that front windshield is toast. It's done for. A lot of stuff came in on him. It's super dangerous. And if you feel like it's unsafe to drive, don't drive. It's simple as that. As a truck driver, you have the responsibility to maintain the safety on the road. So if you don't feel like it's safe to drive, call your dispatch, tell them, hey, the load's going to be late. The load's not worth it. Other people's lives aren't worth it. Stop the truck. Simple as that. You're responsible for everything that happens in that truck, nobody else. Okay, we got somebody merging over, not enough room to. I call this a pay your penalty for not paying attention. You got to go up to the next exit, turn around, and come back. Otherwise, you're going to pay a penalty for not paying attention anyway and get into an accident. Crazy. Again, we got snowy conditions. This truck right here is already booking it really quickly. It does look like we are coming down a mountain. Again, this is one of those situations you got to know your landscape and stuff to know whether or not it's a good idea to drive in that condition. With all this snow coming down the mountain, he should have been going extraordinarily slow at the top of the mountain to avoid all of this. Holy crap. And that car is, oh man, I hope they made it out all right. That's scary. That's terrifying. All these belongings on the road and stuff. It's not saying whether or not they survived or not. Man, that's unfortunate. You've got to slow down in snowy conditions, or like I said, pull it off to the side of the road. It's not worth it. Crazy. Oh, hello, car. Nice to meet you. This is France, so we greet each other with a kiss. My hood against the side of your car. Mwah. Wow. Oh my goodness, the truck driver broke his hands. So what could happen if that is if your hands are inside of the steering wheel and something hits it and it kicks it, it's going to snap your hand. Oh man, that stinks. Beautiful views here. This actually might be in Tennessee. I'm not positive. Truck coming over here and brake checking too. I understand if you got to merge over, and there is enough room to in this one, but get on the gas. Why sit there and do that? Yeah, this looks like North Nashville area if you ask me, but I'm not positive. I can't see from this sign. This looks like it's coming into Kentucky. Oh, we got another ad. Time to take a break. What's going on, everyone? How's everybody doing today? I have been a truck driver for 9 years, and I'd happily answer any questions that you guys have in the chats. Anything you're curious about the industry, if you're wanting to be a truck driver yourself, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. That's what this stream is for, is to help you guys out. Amanda asked a little earlier, what's the furthest trip that I drove? Recorded, I think it was like 760 miles or something like that. And the longest time frame that I had drove, and it was during COVID when everybody needed everything right away. I did 22 hours with like an hour nap in the middle of it. No, I did not use any drugs or anything like it's the 70s to help that situation along. I've never used anything to help keep me awake other than maybe a Monster or something. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Welcome in. Ask me anything. I mean, I'm an open book, and I'd be happy to chit chat with you guys. Any questions that you guys might have, I will be happy to answer. But if not, we're going to go ahead and carry on with this live crash reaction. Maybe we can learn something from other people's mistakes, and so we don't end up making them ourselves. This car, oh, he caught it, but he overcorrected. I don't know if you could see that in this video, just the way I have it set up. Yeah, you should be able to. Okay, he's got his turn signal on. He's merging over. This car jumped out in front of him, so he had to go a little bit slower. Yeah, he caught it. He caught it, just overcorrected. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, man. I mean, that stinks as is, but that could have been a heck of a lot worse. All right, we got a night drive here. It is a little bit more dangerous at night. You got to be careful. People just doing crazy stuff, especially big cities like Atlanta. People like to street race in Atlanta in the middle of the night. You got to be careful. However, that's the best time to go through Atlanta, to be honest, is like 3 o'clock in the morning. This car, obviously, brake checking this semi-truck, always a bad idea. You're going to end up with an 80,000-pound suppository, and it doesn't feel very nice, I'm sure. So don't brake check, truck drivers, and you'll be all in the clear there. All right, so we're merging onto an interstate here. Not a big deal. Oh, so this truck is waiting to the last minute to come in. You see the lanes ending and a brake check too. This is crazy behavior. Like, why would you brake check in front of a semi truck? And then they're going to be on the side there and then exit and not deal with the potential consequences of cutting off a semi-truck driver. I've reacted to several different videos. I think I have 42 reaction videos on my channel. This, I believe, actually is one of them. And a lot of times, if you brake check a truck driver, it's not as simple as, okay, just drive away. We're getting out and we're fighting. I don't think it's the smartest thing to do, but you're risking my life. I want to get home to my family at the end of the day. So you want to mess around, you're going to find out. Okay, snowy conditions. Let me ask you guys in the comments over here, is this snowy enough to pull off to the side of the road, or would you carry on throughout your day? Me personally, I'm good. This doesn't seem too terribly bad to me. It looks like this lane right here is pretty rough, but slow it down and you should be safe on this one. Got 4 ways on, meaning that they are going slower. That's great. If you come up to a traffic backup or anything like that, share some information back down the line. Us truckers, we have CB radios and we can communicate with each other, letting each other know what's going on. But use your lights to indicate what's going on up ahead. If there's a slowdown, throw on your 4 ways. If you're having a mechanical issue, throw on your 4 ways. If it's raining, throw on your 4 ways. I mean, communicate with each other. Flash your brights to let people know that they can come over. If somebody lets you come over, throw on your 4 ways for 3 seconds. Let them click 3 times saying, hey, thank you, appreciate it. Turn them off, carry on down the road. Okay, so this truck right here is moving over into the center lane, which realistically a semi-truck driver shouldn't be in this far left lane anyway. Most states that have the 3-lane roads prohibit trucks in the far left lane. Specifically, the one near me is Georgia, and they crack down hard on that. I have been popped once, and I got a $250 ticket just for being in the left lane. Also, if you are a truck driver, hire lawyers to where they can go and fight that for you. A lot of times we just get in a pinch and end up having stuff. Okay, so this truck driver was slowing down. He just didn't have enough room. The snowy conditions. He was trying. People were merging over. He tried to find an out. Unfortunately, it ended up being into the back of that truck. Oh, it says, wait, there's one more. There's one more what? Is there another semi-truck coming? Yep, sure is. Right there. Oh, my gosh. Slow it down. His wheels are turning, and it's not doing anything. Did you guys see that? His wheel is all the way sideways there. Now he's turning straight, trying to do something to avoid it. And these slippery roads will get you. Gotta slow down when it's snowy conditions, slippery roads. What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everything is going good for you. I'm going to take a half a pause here and take a drink. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Let me know where you're watching from. Yeah, crazy situation. If it's not safe to drive, don't drive. Don't let your dispatchers bully you into driving. Okay, so we're on like a 5-lane highway here. Okay. There's no excuse for this. This is driver side. There's no reasoning why this truck driver couldn't see that happening. Oh, man, and then you're pinched into the wall, too. Same video here, it looks like. Oh, he got into that truck. Is that a CRST? I think that's a CRST truck. No excuse for it. It's driver side. Is it driver side? Either way, you need to check your mirrors and make sure you're good. It almost looks like it's passenger side. Yeah. Nope. I have no idea. I don't know. What's going on, everyone? Welcome in. I have been a truck driver for 9 years, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys want to leave in the chat, anything you were curious about in the industry. Right now, we are doing a live reaction to different crashes and seeing if we can learn something from other people's mistakes so we don't make them ourselves. And then you just got a bully. Let me guess, it's a BMW. Oh, called it. Anytime people get a nice, fancy car, the first thing they want to go do is go force their way into traffic. It's crazy. I mean, you could call it almost every time. These fancy cars, if they're driving a Cadillac, a Beamer, Mercedes, look out because they're going to be foolish. Oh, and now he's in the market for a fight. Even though he's in the wrong. Absolutely crazy. You can't just force your way into traffic just because you got a 3-letter car title there. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, definitely be careful. Pay your penalty for not paying attention. If you got to make the turn when you were in the wrong lane, it's not a big deal. Now, this guy's got his day ruined because he's sitting there. Yeah, I mean, his whole day is ruined because he didn't pay his penalty for not paying attention. Okay, snowy conditions. Let's take that one back just a nudge here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Feel free to ask any questions that you have about the trucking industry. I'd be happy to answer them. Right now, we're reacting to some live crashes. Okay, so snowy conditions again. It's the main killer on this one. Slow down. If it's not safe to drive, don't drive. Pull off the truck. Don't let your dispatchers bully you into driving. If it's not safe, the only person that's in charge of your vehicle is you. If something happens, it's on you. It's not on dispatch, it's on you. Okay, so if we're looking over here in this corner, lane is running out and the truck driver or the pickup truck driver here just didn't give it enough gas. Hope everybody's having a good Friday out there. Leave a comment, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch my video, my live stream here. It really means a lot to me. Okay, truck driver merging over, not enough room to. But it's this truck driver's fault, this one right here, because he merged over on him, merged over on him, merged over on him, and we're in a domino effect and just causes issues all the way down the line. Four vehicles now are messed up all because of this one truck. Absolutely crazy. Okay, we got a night drive on top of rainy, wet conditions. We got to slow down when it's rainy. Car merges over, trying to give this guy enough space. Didn't check his mirrors. End up getting into the front of that semi-truck. Just take an extra second, check your mirrors, and you'll be good. It says nobody was hurt, which is awesome. I'm glad to see it. Slow down in rainy, wet conditions. It's just not worth it. Okay, so we're waiting to the last second to merge in on this one. And if you look here in this video, if this will play, come on, baby. Oh, am I going to catch it in time? I don't know if I'll be able to. All right, let's see if my handy dandy pause work will work out. Come on, get it right there. Bing, 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 bing. Found it. Lane ends. So this is telling this guy not to wait to the absolute last second to merge in, but people just don't pay attention. And these signs are a couple of miles back. There's plenty of warning to merge over. Don't wait to the last second and try to jump in front of a semi-truck, expecting that they'll just let you in. If you are the truck driver on this situation, if you have room, let people in. It's not worth losing your license over an accident or anything like that. But then again, hold your lane. especially if you got a dash cam, you should be fine. It's their fault for waiting to the last second to get in. Hold your lane, maintain speed. Don't speed up. Don't slow down because that'll be recorded. Do your best to protect your license, though. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If not, well, mess around, you find out. Again, we're trying to force our way in here with not enough room to in front of a semi-truck nonetheless. And I'm based off of the way this video is, I can't tell whether or not this truck has a hood mirror or not. So it's very possible that this truck just doesn't see this car in that right front corner there. All right, so we got a ad. I don't have ad blocker on here. This is one of the videos I've already reacted to, but I figure you guys might enjoy a live crash reaction to see what's going on. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. If you have any questions for me, leave it down in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer them. I've been a truck driver for over 9 years now. Or sorry, exactly at 9 years. I keep forgetting. Exactly at 9 years today, I started truck driving, so it's super exciting to be able to help pass some information on down the line and help other drivers out. I'm going to take a quick second and grab a drink here, and then we'll get back to some more crash reactions. All right, let's do it. Leave a comment. Let me know where you're listening from. I'd love to chat with you guys in the comment section here, or chat section. I normally do long form videos, so I'm calling it comment section, even though on a live stream it's technically a chat. So shout out, chat. Let's go. Okay, rainy, wet conditions. Obviously, this car is slowing down to merge in. You can't just stop on the interstate, though. Unless there's some mechanical issue or something, you can't just stop like that. Got a big old Texas flag on the hood of this truck. The Lone Star State. Whoa! Slow down, buckaroo. Then again, okay, so this one I'm putting actually on the driver with the dash cam. Here's why. If you are on the shoulder of the road or already with a breakdown or something, the best bet of action is to get up to speed, or about at least 40 miles an hour is what I recommend on this shoulder before you start merging in. Because if you merge from a dead stop into traffic, people are going 60, 70. In Texas, a lot of spots is actually 75 miles an hour, and you're coming from a dead stop. They don't have a whole lot of time to react, and this is what could happen. So take about a 3-minute section on the shoulder, as long as there's enough room to do it. Get up to about 40 miles an hour, then merge in. Okay, so we got traffic backing up over here on this side. Anytime you're over here, imagine you are this truck driver right here. You need to anticipate that people are going to jump out in front of you, especially if this lane's backed up, and that's exactly what happens. The longer you are a truck driver, the more you'll start to recognize when the potential things are going to happen. You just learn it from time. Start anticipating other people's moves and what other people are going to do, and it actually could save you quite a few times. Always be scanning, paying attention to what's going on around you. Even though we are sitting on our butts all day, steering a steering wheel, it's a mental challenge to, oh my gosh, now we're road raging. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Pit maneuver. Wham. Nice. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh my gosh. Right into the front of that truck. Holy crap. Wow. I don't know if the guy survived or not. Oh, 72-year-old man died on impact. The guy in the white car was caught and charged. Beautiful. Yeah, I was going to say, people that are doing that stupid stuff deserve to be charged with whatever crime. That's murder. You literally murdered that guy. Okay, truck merging in here. Again, we're waiting to the last second on a construction zone here to merge in. And now 3 people's days are messed up. And I do believe that this truck that's coming into this left lane is an oversized already. Yep. You see the flag on the hood of on the front of the truck there? This is an oversized load. So he needs to take up more space already. Crazy. Hey, leave a chat down below. Ask me something. I've been a truck driver for 9 years. I'd love to answer any questions you have. Anything at all. I'm an open book. I'd be happy to share some stories with you guys and talk to you guys in this chat. Wow. What happened here? Let's take this one back just a second. Okay, so we have a situation where the sun is shining on the roads here, and it's making it hard to see, as well as all these lines going in all different directions. This line right here is leading straight to these barrels. It's like creating its own lane. Regardless, you should be a professional and know what's going on, but sometimes it's hard to see. They got to do a better job at removing the old lines, or realistically just replace the dang roads. Let me know where you're from. How are the roads where you're at? Are they in rough condition? Certain spots around me are rough, but as a general, I'd say they're pretty good. At least it's not Indiana. If you're watching from Indiana, I apologize. Man, somebody's got to call the governor and get something done up there. Or Shreveport, Louisiana. Holy crap, those guys are rough. Wait until the last second to merge in. That's absolutely crazy. Wow. And he just expects it to move. Let's see what kind of car this is. It going to show? Tell me it's going to show. Wow. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's a Mazda or what. Maybe a Nissan. You done messed up your day. Pull off. Exchange insurance information. Luckily, this truck driver had a dash cam, though. If you're not sure about dash cams, I definitely can give you a recommendation. I recommend the Garmin. If you look in the description of this video, I've actually got links to those. So check out that. Get yourself a dash cam. Goodness gracious. Whoa, slow it down, Mustang. Take it to a track, folks. If you got a nice fast car like that, take it to a track. Don't be doing that on the interstate. Oh, and it's got a dealership tag on it too. Gosh. Oh man, I hope that dealership has some insurance. Goodness gracious. What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Is it raining where you're at? Let me know where you're from. Where are you watching from today? Wow. Merging over, not enough room too. These construction zones are tight though. Broke his mirror and his fender. And it looks like he's gone. He's not going to stop. Then again, you're in a construction zone. Where are you going to stop at? We got an oversized load here. Signified. Oh, just kidding. You can't see nothing because I'm not on the reaction. What's going on, everyone? Welcome in. I am a truck driver of 9 years, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have about the trucking industry. Ask them away. I am an open book. Right now, we're doing some live crash reactions, so check it out. Maybe we can learn something from other people's mistakes. Okay, oversized load here with these flags. Cars, again, waiting till the last second to merge in. This is so frustrating as a truck driver. Wow, crazy. Okay, so we got a pickup truck. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was very clearly a double yellow line. I mean, it's not even that. It's merging down. Waiting to the last second to get in. Luckily, nothing happened with that. That could have been very rough. Little car trying to force its way in. So here's my rule of thumb as far as it goes, letting people in. I'll let 2 or 3 people come in, and anything more than that, I'm going to carry on. If you can get in, get in. If not, I'm not slowing down for anybody else. I apologize, but I got places to be too. Again, waiting to the last second to merge in is not a great idea regardless. Wow. Okay, we're turning here in this lane. Looks like this truck driver. Okay, so this truck driver is doing almost everything right. Almost. The only factor that's missing is a turn signal. If you have to swing wide as a semi-truck driver, you need to have your turn signal on. It's completely understandable to need to swing wide, but you have to signal your intentions. Otherwise, cars will run up on your side like that and end up getting hit. So it says, my car was struck by a big truck making an illegal turn from the left lane. It's not an illegal turn. Truck drivers need more room to make the turn. Otherwise, they're going to run over the edge. However, the truck driver did not have his turn signal on. So unfortunately, this one is on the truck driver. Okay. Pickup truck hauling pallets. Trying to... That's crazy. That's frustrating to me because, like, he stopped. Just get up to speed, then merge over when he can. But it's a little parking area over here, so that's specifically where he was wanting to stop at, check his load, tighten his straps, all that fun stuff. Lane ends, you got flashing lights, ding, 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 ding. And then you got somebody waiting to the last second, and pink, 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 pink. Traffic cones. Tasty. Pulling a Pac-Man there. Waka, waka, waka. Oh, we got an ad break time. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. It's a beautiful day out. Hope you guys are enjoying the weather today. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, and ask me any questions. I've been a truck driver for 9 years, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about the trucking industry. Right now, we are doing kind of crash reactions, some live crash reactions. Maybe we can learn something from other people's mistakes. This way we don't make them ourselves. Ask me anything at all in the chat, and I will happily answer. Okay, we got a semi-truck. Sorry, it's not a semi-truck. It's a straight truck. Crossing 3 lanes just to get to this exit here. Absolutely unacceptable. 1 lane at a time. User turn signals. Merge over. Pause. Spend 2 seconds in that lane, then merge over again. There's no reason to cut off everybody. Bad on that driver. Okay, so we got a little van coming in here. Turn signals on. Stop, man. 1 lane is fine. Well, your van already looked like crap, so nothing wrong with a messed up bumper on top of it. Crazy. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here and get up and stretch. I will be back shortly. Actually, let's put on a little 10-minute timer here or something. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw this timer on. I'm going to take a little 10-minute break. I have been at it for coming up right on 2 hours, so I hope you guys will grant me some time for a break here. Hope you're having a great day.
Kevin. You can use Old Spice Total Body Deodorant Spray. 24/7 freshness.
Ooh,
smells good, right?
That does smell great.
From pitch to toes to even down below. Down there, too.
Oh, balls.
Yeah.
All right, we are back. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. All right, let's get back to some more crashes. All right, so we're at a stoplight here. Oh, semi-truck. Yeah, a lot of times it's easier for a truck, like a pickup truck or a car, to stop than what it is a semi-truck. Let's see if we can get back here. So this light was turning from yellow to red. So this pickup truck did what it was supposed to do. Unfortunately, the truck didn't have enough time to stop. Ended up getting into the back of him. Luckily, nothing shifted on his load. It's a flatbed driver, so he did a good job strapping down the load. Gotta be careful. Slow down when you're coming up to an intersection anyway, just in case something like this happens. Okay, so we're over here in Michigan. You got Toledo and Ann Arbor. People waiting to the last minute to get in. You got to pay your penalty for not paying attention. But it looks like this is backed up all the way onto the interstate. This happens all the time. Boom. Bye, Mir. See you later. Craziness. Very shaky Oh! All right. Was there a stop sign? I'm guessing there was, but I can't really tell in this video. Clearly didn't stop, though. Yep, there it is. Ding, 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 ding. There's a stop sign. Didn't stop. Ended up rushing through that intersection there. Craziness. All right, we got a night drive here. Oh, man. Trying to bust a Yui? What are you doing, car? Oh, maybe not. I have no idea why. Why? Driver was seriously hurt and conscious, taken to a local hospital. Hopefully they made it out all right. It's still super scary. Really grainy video. Turning right in front of a semi-truck. Some people just... I think if we remove some warning labels off of stuff, the problem should fix itself. Some people are just not smart. Oh, man. You know, sometimes it's cars that are doing it, and other times truckers are just stupid too. So he tried to get in here. Bad truck driver. Bad truck driver. Shame on you. Crazy. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Ask away. Ask away in the chat here. Anything you're curious about, I'd be happy to answer. Okay, working on pulling up another reaction, another crash video to take a look at here. Actually, I think I'm going to do something different. Let's see about going over here to Reddit to see if there's any questions there. Hey, welcome in. I am a truck driver of 9 years. Anything you're curious about on and as far as it pertains to trucking, I'd be happy to answer. Let's see if I can find some questions from some different sources here. Anything you guys are curious about, I'd be happy to answer. No, I have not slept with any lot lizards. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. Happy Friday. All right, so let's take a look at this. This is over here on Reddit. We're taking a look at some stuff on here. Maybe we can find something interesting to check out here. It says no open-toed shoes, flip-flops, or sandals beyond this point. So it asks, has anyone tried steel-toed boots with flip-flops? Or steel-toed flip-flops? I mean, oh my gosh, it's actually a thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, Crocs are better. I love Crocs. Crocs are like my favorite thing ever. I guess it would work. It's not open-toed technically, so it might work. Oh no. 3 days in as a yard jockey. Do you think I'll get fired for this? Probably. Yeah, most likely. People don't like their stuff getting messed up, especially a big company. They don't take too kindly to people having accidents. What I'm guessing happened on this one is he did not wait till the fifth wheel was latched all the way, didn't check it out. And what happens on that is it comes disconnected. We've seen it earlier on in this stream with a truck that was exiting a dock. Comes loose sometimes. Oh, what is that? That's interesting. Oh, uh-oh. Let's open this one up and take a look here. Wow. So I'm guessing this is a Chinese or Japanese market or something, just given the symbols on the thing. I'm guessing it's sort of some sort of robotic shipping mechanism, shipping container, shipping vehicle, and it ended up plowing into a little moped there. And it's just going to keep on driving. Crazy. What do you guys think about like self-driving trucks and stuff? I know Tesla's come out with some semi-trucks. The earliest one that I had seen actually was from Freightliner. It's called the Freightliner Innovation. And I seen the video right as I was starting trucking. I think it was back in like 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. Yeah, if you need a tow, there's always somebody out there. Oh, it snapped the whole front bumper off. Oh my gosh, the bull guard is gone. Crazy. Yeah, so as far as, let's just talk about that for a second. As far as the self-driving trucks go, I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's an interesting thing. I think it's going to take a long time before that actually comes to fruition, the self-driving part. But even electric trucks, I think it's an interesting concept, assuming that, you know, the technology is there to keep up with it. I know that Frito-Lay or Pepsi Frito-Lay had ordered like 100 Tesla semi-trucks, and they only were able to ship out 70 before they canceled the order because they just weren't able to keep up with the workload. Even a local job where it's literally back and forth, there's not really a ton of driving, they still were not able to keep up. So it's an unfortunate thing, and I really do hope like the technology doesn't keep on advancing and stuff. I think it's definitely a cool thing to have. The technology's just got to be ready for it. So there's always going to be somebody that's going to get upset with it. A lot of these old school truck drivers have an issue with the idea of losing out on their big engines and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, I love a good Jake brake sound. I love the roar of a semi-truck engine. It's great. But I think technology is pretty awesome too. Let's see what else we can see here over on Reddit. Oversized load jumping in into this grassy knoll here. Some of these roads are just not meant to have trucks on. Okay, so as far as oversized goes, there are approved routes that you have to get. If you're over a certain level of dimensions, you have to get permits in order to drive down certain roads. So you got to make sure that there is, it's a safe passage, and even construction zones, sometimes they won't let you go through there. Yes, I've driven a couple of oversized loads. I did one hauling a boat, and that was really cool. That's actually up on my channel. It's been up there for quite a while now, so you'll have to scroll back way back when. But nevertheless, it's really cool to drive something so big. I mean, just in general, semi-trucks and oversized stuff where you're the biggest dog on the road, there's nobody going to touch you. Hey, welcome in. I've been a truck driver for 9 years, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about the industry. Just ask away. Right now, we're just kind of scrolling through Reddit and seeing what we can find to talk about. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Okay, so we got a house here. Again, oversized load. Actually, this must be an older video because they did away with the wide load. You're not allowed to have wide load. Everything is automatically oversized. Wide loads don't exist anymore. So either they were unaware that that rule had changed, or, you know, that it's an older video. But again, we were talking about it just a second ago. There are truck approved routes for permitted loads, which are the wide loads or the oversized loads that you have to stick on. You can't just go gallivanting through everywhere if you have a wide load. You got to get approval from each and every state, permits through each state that you got to travel through. It's actually a really big pain in the butt, but some big stuff has to get moved. Oh, okay. So we got a dry rot tire here. It's pretty common on trailers, not so much tractors, just because tractors are constantly moving. But you see all the cracking along the inside here? That's dry rot. Anytime that's happening, you need to get the tire replaced. That's just begging to get a blowout done. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Some of the stuff that people put on the back of their semi-trucks is hilarious. It says Jesus forgot the wheel and took the whole truck. That was a good one. All right, see if we can find anything else here. Okay, we got a Love's truck stop. Oh my goodness. How are you driving with two of them gone? I can understand one maybe, but two of them? That's crazy. Oh, big blowout. Yeah, I mean, maybe this was the dry rotted tire that didn't get taken care of and the sidewall blew out on it. And those will give a big burst of air as well if those pop. I've actually seen videos where the side tire has blown out and it's actually blown over stop signs and street signs. It's just so much force. Anytime you have recapped tires as well, Those are dangerous. Those are just a strip of tread that get glued onto an old tire, and those can come off at such a high rate of speed it'll tear mirrors off the trucks. I've seen people or heard about people that have had the drive tires blow, and it's tore through the back of the whole sleeper berth and ripped a hole in the entire back of it. It's absolutely wild. Be careful if you see any of those on the road. Dangerous stuff. Okay, what are we looking at here? Oh my gosh, this meme is great. So you got dispatchers, DOT, and safety beating up on the truck drivers, and in comes the angel to save the day, and it's strippers and cocaine. Oh, to be able to truck in the 1970s must have been a great time. Crazy. I wouldn't want to drive on the roads with everybody high and going crazy. Oh, look at that. We looked at this picture earlier today. This just goes to show what the sliding does to your truck. So take a screenshot of this. Keep it with you. It's good stuff. Okay, so we got a little video here. Let's take a look. Okay, merging over, not enough room to. I don't know if he's trying to bully the semi-truck or what. If it's happening more than once, clearly something's going on there. Aw, how cute. Little girl trying to drive a truck. Oh, I wonder if I could find that video of that little kid that's actually really good at it. Let me actually click over here to that while I try to find it. Hope you guys are having a great day. Here we go. This is the one that I was looking for. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Yeah, little man rocking and rolling on a 10 speed, I think. Can't see the other side of it. Barely able to reach the pedals. Looks like a old Freightliner Classic or something. Oh yeah, he's on the 10 speed. Grinding them gears. Good. Let's take it back here for a second while we got some audio. Let's hear that motor run. Fluttering that gas probably not good, but he's a kid. What do you expect? Says it's a 9-year-old boy driving this truck. Get it. Nice. Oh, those engine brakes sound good too. Got the skills to pay the bills, my man. Floating the gears too. Man, some people can't even double clutch, let alone float. I find floating easier. So let's talk about the difference of floating and double clutch. Because I know a lot of people have issues with a manual transmission just because of the double clutch requirements. In order to pass, you have to be able to double clutch. It's an unfortunate thing, but the best advice that I can give for that without actually showing you is clutch neutral, clutch gear. Clutch neutral, clutch gear. Clutch neutral, clutch gear. And just keep that timing with that. And think of the Addams family. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. That clicks. That's about the time that you should be shifting. Do-do-do-do. And then if you keep that in your head, you should be able to bop, bop, get into the next gear, no problem. Now, when you're downshifting, it's a little bit different. It's clutch neutral, bump is what I say, and that means to put the gas pedal to the floor and then clutch gear. So it's clutch neutral, bump, clutch gear. So you got to get the RPMs nice and low, under 10,000, clutch neutral, bump, clutch gear. So that'll help you out if you're learning how to shift a 10-speed, 13-speed, 18-speed. It doesn't matter. Either way, it works out to be the same. What's going on? Welcome in. I am a truck driver of 9 years, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about the industry. We're talking about floating gears versus double clutch. In a semi-truck, you're required to double clutch. Like I said, meaning clutch neutral, clutch gear. And when you're downshifting, it's clutch neutral, bump, meaning push the gas pedal to the floor, clutch gear. So clutch neutral, bump, clutch gear. So that's how I learned how to do it. Right now, after years of doing it, I prefer to float. It's so much easier. And floating, basically, you put pressure on the gear. Say you're in first gear, ready to go to second. You put pressure, you're on the gas pedal, you're building up speed, you're putting pressure against the first gear, trying to get out of it into neutral. And then right as you let off the gas pedal, it should go right into second, and so on and so forth. Just hold the gear and right off, and then it'll come down. That's the best way that I can describe that. And then downshifting, it's basically what this little kid was doing at the beginning, where he was kind of fluttering the gas pedal a little bit. And that's a great way to... So when you're downshifting, you kind of want to do that. So when you get off, when you're putting pressure on the gear and you let off, it'll come right into neutral. But if you're downshifting, you need to accelerate the RPMs to where they match up with the gear. And the best way I can describe this is using a bike. If you think about the smallest gear on the bike, it's smaller. So if you put 1 point, that's going to come around its circle faster than what the bigger point is going to do. That's the whole point of gears. So basically, you want to spin that lower gear at the same speed as what the previous one is at. So you have to give it some gas. So release off of the gas pedal as you're coming into neutral. Put on the gas pedal a little bit. You'll find right where that RPM needs to be to pop it into the next gear. And then you're downshifting. You can even double down, meaning you're coming down 2 gears. What's up, Tia? I got my little cat here hollering at me. Tia. Come here. Come say hi. Want to say hi to the live stream? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come here, fat butt. Let's put you in self mode here. Give me just a second. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Like I said, I've been a truck driver for 9 years, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. Got little Tia here. She was out hollering. Say hello, Tia. Say hello. What are you doing, Daddy? She's not a huge fan of being held, but she's being loud, so I figured I'd introduce you. This is Tia. All right, lady, get out of here. Shoe on. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Like I said, 9 years trucking. I can give you any advice or answer any questions. I don't really have any big stories that I can think of right away. So we'll just check out this little kid doing some more floating gears and stuff. Leave any questions you have in the comments. Like I said in the chat, I'd be happy to answer. This little kid is killing it, though. And realistically, this is how people learned before there were trucking schools. You had an uncle, you had a grandpa, you had a dad that had a truck, and they just taught you how to drive. A lot of times on farms and stuff, and you just learned. So you see he's moving around the pedal a little bit, but he's not really clutching. He's downshifting. And he's floating down. There's an up. All right, see how he's putting pressure on it? And as soon as he lets off of the gear, he's able to pull it right into that next gear. And now he downshifted. You see how he pressed the pedal? Oh, let's take that one back just a half a second here. All right. Watch him downshift. So he's on the brake first, and then he has to press the gas pedal a little bit to release it, press and release the gas pedal. And once he releases that gas pedal to put it in neutral, and then he's just got to give it a little bit of throttle to match those gear ratios up and put it into the next lower gear. It's pretty cool stuff. Hope you guys are having a good Friday out there. Oh, this is what started the conversation, this little girl learning how to drive. I don't think she's driving or anything, but she's just sitting in Daddy's truck. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. Okay, so we got a big problem here that happens quite a bit in the trucking industry is overtaking your time at the fuel island here. Oh. Okay, it says, I swear to God, I choose the lane with the dude that's taking us 30 minutes. He has a problem with the card reader or spills fuel all over the pump every time. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's just a common thing where people will take their break in the fuel island. It's definitely not acceptable in the industry, and if people realize you're doing that, you're probably going to get at least yelled at. Pull up, run inside, grab you a bag of chips or something, and get back on the road. Take your 30-minute break in a parking spot. The only time that I'd accept that this is happening is at like 2 o'clock in the morning when there's no parking spots. You're not going to find any parking anywhere, unfortunately, and you got to make do with what you got. Oh, this guy's great. What is on the back of this Mac? This is the engine. This is the engine because it's a cab over truck. I am not sure if they ever encased that. I'm not going to be able to. That's about as zoomed in as I can get. Yep, that's the engine of the truck. There's no front on these. There's no underneath of it. It's just the engine of the truck. You got your air intake here, and it's just kind of sideways versus vertical. So it's pretty crazy. Ooh, look at that pretty truck. Oh, and your little girl, too. So leave a comment down below if you know what kind of trailer this is. I've always known it as a low boy. I don't know if it has any other names or not, but I've always known those as low boys. Basically, the front drops down, and you can load heavy equipment or trucks or cars or anything else onto that. And it's a beautiful truck, Peterbilt. Peterbilt truck, yeah. FedEx with a reefer is an interesting sight. Okay, so likely what's going on with this truck, I know it has a reefer on it. It doesn't mean that it's food. Anytime there's a reefer, it doesn't always mean that it's food. And sometimes the trucks aren't even running the reefer. They're just using it as a dry van trailer. But a lot of times it could be a prevent from freeze. So meaning that if it's cold outside, you need to keep it set at like 68 degrees or something like that. If it's soda that's in there that it can't be frozen, a lot of pharmaceutical stuff actually is prevent from freeze as well because it messes with the chemical compound. So you run the reefer at a certain temperature. Same thing in the summer with pharmaceuticals. You don't want it to melt. So you have to keep it at like about 68. So I do agree that it is unique seeing FedEx with one of those reefer units, but overall, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, these truck stops, man, I wouldn't want to keep up with that. Wow, he just completely plowed into it. Oh, Swift, go figure. Sorry, Swift. You guys get the heat a lot. I like picking on Warner a little better. Nothing wrong with Warner, but yeah, it happens. What are you gonna do about it? All right. going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great Friday. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this live stream up today. Feel free to check it out after the fact and leave comments down below. I'll still be in the comment section answering all the questions that you guys might have. Also, if you have any other questions or want to talk more in depth about stuff, check out the Discord server. We got several drivers in there checking it out, and we're in there helping each other out. I'm in there quite a bit. There's a few other drivers in there that are learning and starting to get into the trucking industry, and we're helping each other grow, and it's all good stuff. Also, consider becoming a member on the channel. You get special badges like different badges and emojis and stuff if you become a member on the channel. I know it's not much. It's just a great way to show some support for the channel and all the work that's going into this. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this today. And we'll catch you on the next one.